Welcome to the official D-Money Games set review for Scholomance Academy. I'm going to be going through each individual card, and there's going to be a different video for each class and also for the neutral cards as well. And we're going to be ranking them based on what you see at the top left of the screen. 5 is broken / always played. 4 is very strong or typically played. 3 is above average / played sometimes. 2 is below average, played a little bit, and 1 is bad or unplayable. On to the Warlock, starting with Raise Dead, 0 cost spell. Deal 3 damage to your hero. Return 2 friendly minions that died this game to your hand. I think this card's really strong still. I think it's stronger in Priest because it's more of a control-oriented card, but I think in Warlock, we're going to be seeing a control Warlock deck be viable, and I think this card is very strong. It's just, can you afford to take 3 damage? We shall see. You can generate more of the soul fragments, is that what it's called? Yeah. You can generate more of the soul fragments and put them more into your deck to get that health back or activate some of your other cards. I think this card's super strong overall. 4 out of 5 for me. Brittle Bone Destroyer. 4 mana 3/3. Battlecry. If your hero's health changed this turn, destroy a minion. This card I think is stronger in Warlock because there's a lot of cards that will damage you, like Flame Imp and your hero power, and with Priest you have to actually be damaged to use your hero power on your face, but Warlock you can always damage yourself in some way or heal up with a soul fragment. I think this card's a lot stronger than people give it credit for, and I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Disciplinarian Gandling, 4 mana 3/6. After you play a minion, destroy it and summon a 4/4 failed student. This card is super nutty in Zoo Warlock. Zoo just got the 2 0 cost imps. Now we have the 2 0 cost wisps. You have low cards in Zoo anyway. You have eggs. This card's a 5 out of 5. Flesh Giant, 8 mana 8/8. Cost 1 less for each time your hero's health changed during your turn. So it can change multiple times. You can reduce it multiple times during each turn, and I think this card is going to be really, really good in Zoo Warlock. Some kind of Zoo Warlock where you're damaging yourself a lot with maybe Ash Tongues, Dark Glares, Neferset Threshers, Flame Imps. It's just, are you gonna die or are you gonna win in time? I'm not sure, but I think this card's really strong in Warlock, especially in that kind of deck. I feel like it's just better than Sea Giant, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Demonic Studies, not D-Money Studies, Demonic Studies, because I really don't study. 1 mana spell, discover a demon, your next one costs 1 less. I think this is the weakest study in the game. Discovering a demon seems okay. It does reduce the next one, so you get your money back, essentially. I think it's overall fine. I think it's a 3 out of 5. Philosophy, a 1 mana spell. Copy the lowest cost demon in your hand. Outcast, give both +1/+1. This card is strong in Zoolock. I think Zoo got a lot of support this set, and I really don't see it being too insane, but I think it's a very good card, especially when you have a lot of things that are really cheap in your hand. You might be running that 2 mana imp as well, the scrap imp, to make your cards even more buffed up. And yeah, I think for 1 mana you get definitely your value's worth, especially if you're running like imps or the new 0 cost imps or wisps or something like that, just low cost cards. You're gonna be able to play a lot of the stuff in your hand. Typically you might have extra mana, so I like the +2/+2 buff for 1 mana. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Spirit Jailer, 1 mana 1/3. Battlecry, shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. So this card's rating really depends on how soul fragments are in general. So soul fragments seem like they're pretty good. The soul fragments will give you health when you draw them, so it's kind of in a control-ish kind of deck. But this is the card that you're going to want to run if you're running soul fragments in general. I think this card in general is a 5 out of 5 just because it gives you those 2 soul fragments to your deck, and it's a 1 mana 1/3, and it's a demon. You can make a copy of it with the Philosophy card. I think this card's super nuts, and if you're playing that deck, you're going to be playing this 100%. I think it's really good. Probably one of the best 1-drops you could have. as a control kind of Warlock deck. Yeah. Bone Web Egg, 2 mana, 0/2. Death Rattle, summon 2 2/1 spiders. If you discard this, triggers Death Rattle. I don't think you're usually discarding it, but if you're playing it in Zoo, which of course is going to be where you play it, Soulfire will discard it, and that's really like your only discard engine. So that effect really doesn't matter too much, but that's just an added bonus. I think this card's really, really good. I'm going to give this card a 4 out of 5. Soul Shear, 2 mana spell, deal 3 damage to a minion, shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. So you can compare this to Dark Bomb, which was 2 mana, 3 damage, and this has just an upside with the fragments, which allows you to heal and use other effects. This card's really, really good. Gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 3 mana spell, School Spirits. Deal 2 damage to all minions, shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. I mean, if you're running the soul fragment cards, you're probably gonna run all the cards that involve soul fragments. This card is very comparable to Demon Wrath, which dealt 2 damage to all minions except for demons, and it was the same cost, but you get the soul fragments as well. And that card would be good in the meta right now because there is a lot of aggression, but you don't know what's going to happen in the meta, and I think this card is just above average. I don't know how good it really is going to be. It could be a 3 or a 4, but I'm going to give it a 3 right now. Could go up to a 4 though. Shadowlight Scholar, 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, destroy a soul fragment in your deck to deal 3 damage. This card seems really good. If you have the soul fragment, 3 mana, 3/4 is already decent, and then 3 damage is nice. I think it's a solid card, 4 out of 5. Next. Void Drinker, 5 mana, 4/5. Taunt, Battlecry, destroy a soul fragment in your deck to gain +3/+3. So this is going to be essentially, if you get the soul fragment off, it's going to be a 5 mana, 7/8. Which is strong. That's exactly like Earth Elemental, but Earth Elemental has an overload. Of course, you need the soul fragment into your deck, but that shouldn't be that difficult looking at the cards that we saw before. Yeah, I think Earth Elemental without an overload is really nice, especially with the demon tag too. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. The next card is Soulkeologist Malicia. 7 mana, 5/5. Battlecry, for each soul fragment in your deck, summon a 3/3 soul with Rush. I mean, if you're running soul fragments, you're obviously running this card. I'd say if you get at least 2 soul fragments with it, you're going to get your value's worth. Almost even 1, but in this kind of state of Hearthstone, it's going to be at least 2 to make it good. I think it's a solid card. You're typically going to have 2, I would think, in your deck. By the time you play this, helps clear the board a lot, and I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Archwitch Willow. Battlecry, summon a random demon from your hand and deck. It's a 9 mana, 7/7. I don't even know what the fuck demons we have in the game, bro. What big demons do we even have? Jiraxxus, that's it, alright? What else we got? He is cute, that's true. He is. I don't really see a demon deck taking over. I don't know. I don't think there's enough big demons for this to really be that powerful. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. This is probably the most underwhelming legendary of the expansion. So overall, Warlock looks like he got some powerful cards. It looks like Zoolock is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I would like to see some kind of control soul fragment deck be a thing. That would probably be fun. Be similar to like a handlock kind of deck. Yeah. I mean, every class got good stuff this expansion, and Warlock is not out of that list there. Of course, all these ratings are my own opinions, and I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Please let me know. I'd love to hear what your opinions are on certain cards, what you think I may be underrated or overrated. And yeah, I'm going to be trying out all these decks on stream on August 6th. That's when it drops. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream. If you want my stream link, it is below in the description. I'll be doing a 24-hour stream with giveaways, with viewer games. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I hope you come by. And that is all. Peace out, guys.